Hello and welcome to this Valentine's Day edition of my videos. I want to wish everybody a very happy Valentine's Day wherever you are in the world, and I hope you have a super evening tonight. Okay, let's get down to it. First of all, the title of this video today is Sales and Marketing is a Contact Sport. I'm going to explain that in just a moment, but before I do, let me give you a heads up on just two very quick things. First of all, if anything in any of these videos makes sense to you, you will find a link attached to the post or the video, the post or the ad that you might be seeing. And in that link, you'll be able to book an appointment direct with me. You'll be able to access our calendars and you'll be able to schedule an appointment with me, a time and date to suit yourself, and it'll be a 30-minute free consultation. In that consultation, we will go right into the core things that are concerning you in your business, the things you might want to achieve, and ask for some advice on. Totally free, but in full disclosure, I will say at the end of it, maybe I can help you with that. And if there's a good fit between the two of us, we could perhaps do something. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is later this month, February the 28th, that's Thursday, February the 28th. Those of you that are within maybe a 25-35 mile radius of Cambridge, we're holding a one-day seminar at Cambridge United Football Club at the conference centre there. You can access all details about this seminar. It's all pertinent to what we're talking about here, which is everything online sales and marketing. And this seminar is going to go very deep into what's working today, how and why. I'll be giving case study after case study. We'll be looking at all of the attributes of what's working specifically for your business as well. I'll be able to personalize this event. There will only be a maximum of 20 places available, and I must stress this is a free event for you to attend, but you must register. If you don't register, you'll not be able to attend. So seats are limited, and you can get your seat reserved at programforsuccess.co.uk. That's www.programforsuccess.co.uk. That date again is the 28th of February, Thursday the 28th of February, starting at 9:30, finishing around about 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock. I will be providing food and water, and I'll make sure that you get suitably fed at lunchtime. And it will be a super day, I promise you that. So if that sounds interesting to you, get registered after this video, programforsuccess.co.uk. Great. Okay, so today's title, as I've said, is looking at all things sales and marketing and why it is a contact sport. Okay, I want to go back 30 years, tell you a quick story. When I first started out in sales, I worked for a company called GK Auto Parts. At GK Auto Parts, we provided, should turn the phone off so I don't get notifications. We were providing, via GK Auto Parts, a distribution point in places all over the UK, but this was in Luton. We were providing car parts for vehicles, engine parts, exhausts, tyres, clutches, brake pads, spark plugs, anything to do with the vehicle, and we were supplying it to the motor trade for fitting inside a car repair centre. So we were supplying car repair centres. Now, back in the day, the only way we could develop businesses was in a very physical way. So number one, we could reach out by telephone. Number two, literally pound the pavement, as we said in the days of sales reps, and literally knock on doors upon doors, and we did. The third way was we delivered flyers and brochures via our delivery vans or via people like myself back in the day. And that was pretty much it. The last way was probably a good referral, a recommendation from another garage. You must use these guys, they're great. And that's how we developed business back in the day. Today, however, it's not a lot different, although it's so obviously easy, and it's fair to say never in history has there been a better time to take advantage of some of the online tools that will do this for you. But people ignore these platforms, these new ways of being able to touch your customers, your potential customers, in a more intelligent way. And the reason why we ignore these platforms that I'm going to talk about today, ongoing, all the other videos, and in our trainings that you can attend on the 28th of February, as I said. The reason why we ignore them is because they're just so easy. They're there, they're free to use, they're free to create an account. You can literally in seconds tap into a perfect audience for your business. Yet, as I keep stressing, we ignore it. And it's fundamental, and it's really breathtakingly simple to apply. Okay, so the very first thing we need to be talking about is how many ways that you can make contact with your potential customers to grow sales and leads. The number one way that you should be doing this is by using Facebook. You set up a simple Facebook page for your business, very easy to do, and if you're stuck with it, there's many YouTube videos out there that show you exactly how to set it up correctly, even down to verifying the page so that published posts that you make go out live to your worldwide audience. The next thing, once you've got your Facebook page set up, is to then attach a advert account to it, and that's just a case of putting up some billing information, some information around the company. And again, very, very simple. And if you follow some quick tutorials, it's all there for you. If you need any help with any of that, by all means, you can click that link and I can walk you through it, tell you exactly how to set it up. If you want to give access to that to some other people that maybe do your marketing, you can do that too. And again, there's videos out there showing you how to do it. But by all means, get in contact with us and I can happily walk you through what you need to do. Right, so supposing you're all set up, you've got your Facebook page, you've got your ad account, you're now in a position to use some other tools where you can automate everything that you're doing across all of these other platforms that are useful to you. And I'm going to name 3. Number 1 is YouTube. Number 2 would be Instagram. And probably the third one, apart from Facebook, obviously, is LinkedIn, depending on what market you're in. So they're the platforms that you can share your content to. And what I'm suggesting is that you decide upon having a really surefire theme of things that you want to talk about. In other words, maybe just 3 things. We call it the 3 messaging pillars. Decide what they are and just focus on those 1 or 2 things. The problem that most people do with social media, which is why it doesn't work, it breaks, and they give up, is because they try to do a million things and they try to talk about lots and lots of different things that are totally irrelevant. They don't have any engagement with your audience, and those are the 2 words I must say you must think about: engagement and audience. And consequently, your message is just wishy-washy, diluted, and doesn't come across. So the first thing is decide those 3 things that you're going to talk about and focus on in your business to your client type. It might be B2B, it could be B2C, but focus on those 3 things. Then create your content, put it into a Word document, find the images, and then just copy paste it straight into your Facebook page. Do all the usual copy, write your call to action in there. And the last thing you must do, when I said about call to action, is you must make offers. So for example, if you're talking about a hairdressing salon, talk about a very specific thing that you're offering and focus on that. Stay on that theme for at least a month. Say it in many, many different ways, but say it and be very, very focused. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing you can do in order to have lots of contact with your customers, remember I talked about this is a contact sport, you need to now publish this information again and again and again in these different platforms. So if you're doing maybe 2 posts a day, you want to post that across the other 4 platforms I've just told you about as well. And then the next day, 2 more posts, and the next day, 2 more posts. And by the end of the week, you've got a significant amount of posts going across your network. And this is a bit like having a TV transmitter station. You're actually transmitting to BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, ITV4, Channel 4, and even all the Sky channels as well. It's so important to get your head round. Remember I talked about the 30 years ago, how we used to just knock on doors, use the telephone or drop a flyer in? Well, that was all we had. Now you've got this multiple ways of amplifying your message to your audiences. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I've said it very, very quickly. And if you want to go deeper into that, what you need to do is fill out that form there where you can register for our seminar on February the 28th in Cambridge. That's programforsuccess.co.uk. Or if you want to have a one-to-one, you want to have a very confidential conversation with me, you can simply click on that other link, which is to book an appointment with Brett, choose the date and time of your liking, and we can get together on a Zoom call or a telephone call to suit you. I hope that's been useful for you today. So just to recap, we're talking about multiple ways that you should be contacting your clients. It's never been more easy, it's never been more simple, and you can pretty much do it for free. I hope that's proved useful. My name is Brett Matthews of the Local Business School.